I'm about to use the MPC Live 3 to make a beat in this video. I don't even know what type of beat I'm gonna make. It's gonna be something from scratch, and I'm gonna take you guys with me from start to finish. I'm not gonna sample or anything. I'm gonna just use the pads on the MPC because, you know, a lot of you guys asked me about double triggering. Well, a few of you guys, I should say. Haven't had any issues with double triggering. If it was any issues, it was just me tapping the pad in the wrong place and it was triggering, you know, like one of the expression things and things of that nature. But outside of that, I haven't had any issues where I hold a pad and then it will double trigger. That's the issue I had on the MPC Live 2. And coming from the MPC Live 2, I like this MPC just because the buttons up here and some of the buttons down here make the workflow better for me as somebody who came from Maschine. I love the buttons, but this is all gonna be in standalone mode. I'm just gonna sit here, craft something real quick. I'm gonna arrange the beat as well, show you guys my way of doing that. I tried playing around with the clips. I haven't fully got a grasp of that yet, so I'm not even gonna use that to show my way of arranging for now, but I am gonna spend more time on the clips and study how I can make that work for my workflow. If you guys want to check one of these out, Zion's link in the description. Outside of that, let's go ahead and get started. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and let me know some videos you guys would like to see on this. There are tons of tutorials right now, so I don't think I'm going to do too many tutorials. Probably just going to document my journey like I was doing with the MPC Live 2, honestly, and just talk about the different things that I'm learning. But I'm not going to go through and show every little thing like, oh, this is how you sample. I may make a sample beat or something like that in another video and just show you guys my method for that. But outside of that, let's go ahead and switch this camera angle so we can go ahead and get started. I like that. Forgot to change my bar length to 4. I should just go ahead and set it in the settings to automatically do that every time, so I don't have to keep doing that. And what would happen before would be a situation where while I'm holding the pads, it would just keep double triggering. So that made it very annoying because it was possible to still play your melodies and stuff using the pads, but that made it very annoying. So now I don't really have that concern at this point, and I'm used to making beats using the pads coming from machines, you know, making the melodies and stuff, locking in notes and scales and everything. But I do have my control to the side over here, but I'm trying to do everything on here. So let's keep it going. And this is one of those instruments that used to give me a hard time, no matter when I loaded it. If it was not the only plugin loaded at the time, it would give me a hard time. And that got very, very, very annoying. So I'm glad to be able to use this without any issue. Kind of look like my MPC might be a little crooked. I don't know. Forget it. Get back to it. Forgot what I did the first time. One feature that I really like is this touch strip. I want to turn this bell down, so I'm going to hold this down, switch it to track level, and it lets me turn it down right here. Can't forget to save. Cannot forget to do that, because I would hate for me to lose where I'm at. I have had a crash where, actually a couple crashes where I go to duplicate my scenes and then it crashes. Now I'm not mad because this is new, but it also reminds me to keep on saving literally every time I make something that I like. It gets to a point and I'm like, you know what, save it before I dive any deeper because I don't want to lose my starting point. So I'm saving that right there because once I get into adding more things, I would hate to lose this because I actually like it. Like that. Go ahead and find. I actually have some drums up already. I don't think I'm going to use them though. Let me see. I'm gonna use some of my own drum kits that I have from Maschine that I put together myself. All right, here's mine. So I put my own little kits together that I like to use for certain beats. Let me see which one I want to use. I'm missing a few of them, but let me see what this sounds like. So I use Kit Maker to make it. I already have everything mapped out the way I use it. So take that one spot that I messed up out. Clear that. All right, get back to it. Something as little as being able to save by just hitting that changes the game. Before on the live too, I would have to go hit menu, save. It just makes it easier. I know it's a button, but you just tap it. Menu pops up, you can save it. That's why I enjoy this a lot, because I'm able to do a lot just with the buttons. If I want to go to the arrangement, go right there. If I want to go to mixer, right there. If I want to go back to just my sounds that I have on this one, well, this isn't a plugin, so I'm going to go to a plugin sound. I can go see whatever sound I used right there. Perfect. But anyway, that's the basic structure of this beat. I'm going to go ahead and figure out how I'm going to give it the final touch, I guess, if that's what I want to call it, before I start to arrange it. Just give it that feel that I want. So about to do that real quick. All right, so I like it at that. Try one more thing though, actually. All right, so I like that. I like to label all my tracks so that way it's easy for me to figure out what each thing is, because it can get confusing when I'm trying to arrange and I have no clue as to what each instrument is. So I'm gonna just typing in the titles real quick, real simple and easy. I don't remember what this one is. Oh, bells. It's right there in the name. Bells. This was the 808. And I think that was it. So I'm gonna hit close. And now I start my arranging. And my way of arranging may be a little bit different from what other people do, because again, I haven't been using MPC too long. It's been a few months, well, 6 months, and I was always going back and forth. But I know now there's clips. I tried using clips on one of my other beats to arrange, and it didn't go so well. So I'm gonna end up just spending time figuring out what I did wrong and building up from there, so that way I can get to it, because that looks like a cool workflow to do it. Like especially right here where I want to go through and just take some drums out and stuff, I could easily just do that and then leave this one sequence and arrange my whole track. But for the sake of time and me not fully understanding how to do that, I'm just going to show the way that it works for me. So right here, I'm just going to make an adjustment to some of my drums real quick, and then I'm going to get back to just making a real quick arrangement. And I'll put one on here. All right. So now I should be able to go ahead and actually start with my arrangement. Since this is the original, I'm gonna leave this like this. I don't want to mess any of that up. Copy sequence. Actually, let me go back and save, because that's where I had an issue before, was copying my sequence where it would crash. So let me go ahead and copy sequence. Just call it intro, because sequence 1 would just be where I started everything from. So that's going to be 4 bars. I'm going to take it to the hook. And this will be the hook. I'm going to go ahead and double the length. Copy sequence from my verse 1. Then duplicate this one. And I had the music off because it's easier just to go ahead and do it this way. Because sometimes it'll keep looping and I'll be copying stuff that I didn't mean to copy. Verse 2. Go over here. Verse 2. Part 2. Now I believe I have everything except for my outro now. Yep, I have everything except for my outro. So I'm gonna go back to my intro and just do an outro, simply because the length of the bars will be the same. So I have my beat here ready to go. And for me, it's as simple as just figuring out what I want my intro to be. So for me personally, I already know my drums sound like this. So for this, I'm gonna take some of my drums out. Take those out. And I might leave it like that. I probably hit the wrong button. Go back. So I'm gonna take those out. Do it. There we go. And then what sounds do I want to take out? I'll let the 808. Maybe I'll take the 808 out just for this. Now this is what I like. Before I had to click over here and go over here, clear to take this out. I could just double click this right here. Actually, do I want to clear it? Yes. So right here, I feel like maybe I should take one more sound out. Hear what it sounds like without it. I like it like that. I'm gonna go ahead and erase that. All right, so we had the intro going already. The hook, obviously it's gonna be everything coming in, so I don't need to take anything out. The verse, let me see what I can take out for that. Take out the snare. Triangle. And the key is to remember what I just did right there. I took out the snare and the triangle. And then I also took out the bells. All right, so that's good. Now we got the hook coming in, so now I need to change this verse. Take the 808 out. And since I'm not playing it, it's easy just to go like this. But if I was playing it, that's when I just double click this to go to clear. All right, take that out. The 808 gonna come back in. I'm gonna take some of my drums out at this point. I'll leave it like that. And then for my outro, I'm gonna take a lot of these drums out. Go like that. And I'll take the 808 out. All right, and I have my sequences already set. So from there, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit arrange, and I'm just gonna copy the bars over. So it's gonna go to the hook next, verse, verse, hook, verse, verse, hook, boom. Play it real quick, and that should be it. Make this follow it. All right, it's already set. Let's hear what it sounds like. Okay, you guys get the point. I like it. One thing that I really enjoy about using the MPC is when I'm not sampling, like making it something original, everything is already arranged. So at that point, if there's something that I wanted to switch, for example, the transpose, which is one of my favorite things I like to do, I could just go like this and change the tempo, and I don't have to worry about going to switching nothing else. And I just transposed it right there and found a spot that I like compared to where it was before, which was +3, but I think +2 is that sweet spot. So yeah, this wasn't even that long making this beat. Have a lot of fun using this. I honestly haven't even opened up Logic or Maschine to make beats. And if you guys haven't watched my channel, those are my main go-tos, Maschine and Logic. And I was using MPC just as a different way to be creative. But when I was at home, I found myself using Maschine just because the MPC Live 2 didn't have the same amount of buttons as the Maschine. So like I have my Maschine right here. So when I was creating beats, I have all these different buttons to get to where I want to go quickly. Even if it's holding, well, you have to hold down shift. I don't think there was double clicking to get it. You just hold down shift and you're able to get to wherever you're trying to go. This was my favorite tool to make beats on, and it still is. Like, I can't take away, you know, years of using Maschine because of a new MPC or me using MPC for half of a year. But the MPC Live 2 didn't compare to this when I was at home. So I decided to use the Maschine when I'm at home. And then too, I have all my sounds in my libraries and stuff on my computer that I have access to. I have not used the MPC software to make a beat outside of maybe 2 times, and I did not really enjoy it much, but I enjoy using in a standalone mode. And the issue that I had with the Live 2 was, I'm not able to use the amount of sounds that I wanted to. I know you could sample, but this is just more powerful, so that makes it better. And then the buttons, I didn't like the menu diving. As I just showed you guys, I had dedicated buttons on the Maschine to certain things, like the arrangement, different things like that, saving, loading, all of that. I didn't always have to go, menu, save as. It's like now I could just do that. Want to go to the arranger and do that. If I want to mix, go like that. If I, sounds, if I wanted to tweak sounds or go through things, I would have to go back through the different menus, and now that's not the case. So this has been my go-to. Like I said, it's been not even a week yet, so I'm not going to say whether I prefer this over Maschine or anything for long term, but for right now, this is my favorite. Now, if we're talking about standalone purposes, this right here beats the Maschine Plus, in my opinion, because it has battery, speakers, all that. Maybe I'll do a video on that coming up. And as I spend more time with it, I will get into a review. I have done sampling on here and all of that. So I'll talk about some of that. I even used the mic just to mess around one day, but I'm not even going to use it that much. At least I don't think I am for now. I like just on the go getting my ideas out, or not being locked into this space where I'm at right here. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you're interested in checking one of these out, I will put a link to Zounds in the description. It's an affiliate link. I get a small percentage if you want to support the channel. Appreciate it. If not, hey, I'm sure you know how to find it. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in out there. I'm gonna go ahead and track this beat out. And yeah, and that's the other thing. I opened this with Logic one day. I think it was 2 days ago. You're able to plug the USB-C in into your computer, and then you could just play it and track it into Logic without exporting it. And then you could mix it and everything from there. So even a feature like that saves time, and even down to not having to use USB-A. I could use USB-C where I have tons of USB-C cables. Changes the game, but appreciate you guys tuning in out there. I'm really done this time. I appreciate y'all watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below.